Hello everyone, this is Nachon here. I'm back with another Kirishima X listener, and this one is really special because it features Kirishima's mom. So stay tuned to hear how I do her voice impression. Um, this is gonna be a not necessarily a two-part, but it's kind of in like the same storyline. It's gonna be like a, I guess technically two-parter to the last one I did where Kiri proposes to you. So I hope you guys will enjoy it, and if you want more audios like this, don't be afraid to tell me in the comments down below. Now let's get on with the reading. It was a regular rainy afternoon, and you and your fiancé Kirishima were relaxing and cuddling and making out in bed together as you two couldn't go outside because of the pouring rain. Kiri, you said to him with your cheeks flushed red. Mwah, I can't help it, you're so cute. Mwah, he said, kissing you flirtatiously. I hate that it's raining, I would take you somewhere, Kiri said disappointedly. Hey, I have an idea. You know how we went to the grocery store the other day? You said. Yeah, what about it? He asked, confused. Well, do you want to bake something with me? You suggested to him. Oh, well, okay, bet, sure. Let's go to the kitchen, he said, getting out of bed. Kirishima got out of bed and carried you. Kiri, why are you carrying me? He asked with a giggle in your voice. 'Cause you're my baby, said your fiancé, smiling at you. You said, giggling back at him. Kiri carried you to the kitchen and put you down. So what are we making, sweetie? Kiri asked you. I don't know. Do you have any preferences, Kiri? My mom and I used to bake my grandma's red velvet cake, and it was the best thing I've ever had, he said, reminiscing. Oh, maybe that's what we can make, he said with widened eyes. Ooh, I love red velvet cake. Let's bake it, you said enthusiastically. Okay, I'll call my mom for the recipe right now, he said, pulling out his phone. Kirishima called his mom and she answered. Hello? Said his mom over the phone. Hey mom, it's me. Eijirou greeted his mom. Oh, hi Eijirou, what's up, sweetie? Kiri's mom said, excited to hear her son's voice. Do you remember Grandma's red velvet cake recipe we used to bake together? He asked. Yeah, she said. Do you still have it? Me and Yin are gonna bake it, he asked her. Oh, you with you? Hi, Yin, she said, saying hi to you. Hi, Miss Kirishima, you said, greeting her back. And of course I have it. I'll text you the recipe, sweetie, she said happily. Thank you, Mom. I love you. And tell Dad I said hi, Kiri said, smiling. Oh, I love you too, honey. And I will. Bye, dear. Bye, Yin, she said, about to hang up. Bye, you and Kiri said in unison. After Kiri hung up the phone, his mom texted him the recipe so you two could get started. Oh, my mom texted me the recipe. Well, let's get started on this cake, he said, ready to start. You both were about to get your aprons on, and Kiri put on his. Thanks, Pebble, Kiri said after you handed the apron to him and he put it on. You put on yours and Kiri started blushing and bit his lip. You turned around and looked at him. What? You asked Kiri. You're just looking hella cute in that apron all tied around your curves and stuff, Kiri said flirtatiously in a seductive tone. You blushed and got embarrassed by Kirishima's comment. Kiri! You said, covering your flushed red face. Kiri chuckled and kissed your cheek. Mwah, you're so cute, he said, complimenting you. Well, let's get started, you said. You two got everything you needed for the cake. Do you have everything you need, Kiri? You asked him. Yeah, looks like it, he said. Hey, can you get all the bowls and stuff, honey? You asked Kirishima. Yeah, sure, he said, getting out all the bowls. Kirishima got out all the bowls from the cabinet to start on the cake. Alright, so let's add 2 cups of flour in a large bowl, he said to you. Okay, he said, about to take out the flour. You opened up the bag of flour and it got all over you and Kirishima and you both laughed. You want a towel, love? Kirishima said, covered in flour and laughing. Yeah, I think you need one too, sweetie, you said, laughing as well. You two got a towel and wiped off the flour on your clothes and went back to baking. Then you need 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, he said to you. Alright, well, let's add it in, you said as you added into the bowl. Then we need 1 teaspoon of salt, you said as you put it in the bowl. You also need 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, you also said, adding it to the bowl. Oh, actually, you want to know something? Said Kiri. Yeah, what is it? He said to Eijirou, intrigued. Okay, well, I'm gonna trust you with this secret because I love you. But you know how in regular red velvet cake, people use food dye to make it red? Well, instead, my grandma told me that using unprocessed natural cocoa powder will give it the red color without the food dye, and it won't have that food dye taste, he explained to you. Oh, okay, I think we have some unprocessed cocoa, actually. Let me get it out, you said, trying to reach it from the cabinet. Here, I'll get it for you, he said, reaching the cocoa powder for you. Thank you, sweetie, you said, smiling at him. You two went back to baking the cake, and you and Kiri were chatting together. Hey, Kiri, I love doing this with you said to Kiri affectionately while stirring the bowl. Aw, I love doing this with you too. Since you're going to be part of my family, I don't mind sharing this recipe with you. Mwah, he said, kissing your cheek. Well, I guess because growing up, I always felt left out of events where people would serve sweets, and I wasn't allowed to really have any. You've met my family before. If I ate any kind of sweet, I get humiliated and get called a pig and things like that of that nature, you said to Kirishima as you were adding more ingredients to the bowl. Kirishima hugged you from behind and kissed you. Oh, Kiri, you said in surprise. Well, sweetie, you can eat whatever you want with me, hon. I love you more than anything. All I ask is that you stay healthy, sweetheart. As your fiancé, I will love you no matter what, and we Kirishimas don't judge you for anything. Mwah, he said, kissing you. Aw, thanks, Eiji, you said, hugging his arm. Oh, I think we can start pouring the cake into the pans now, baby, he said to you. Oh, you're right, you said to him. Can you bring the pans over here, babe? You asked him. Yeah, he said, bringing over the pans. You two poured the cake batter into the pans and placed them in the oven. So, how long do you bake it? You asked Eijirou. 25 to 30 minutes, he said. You put the timer on the oven and waited. So, what should we do for 30 minutes? Kirishima suddenly gave you a cheeky smile. Well, do you want to make out? He suggested flirtatiously. You blushed and giggled at Kiri's request. Sure, babe, you chuckled. You two made out in the living room while the cake was cooking in the oven. After a while, the oven timer ringed and you and Kirishima got up and went back to the kitchen. Oh, sounds like the cakes are done, Kiri said, still holding you in his arms. Oh, let's go take them out, you said, getting up from the couch. Okay, I was dropping bars! Sorry. You two went back to the kitchen and pulled out the cakes from the oven, and the aroma of cocoa powder filled the room. They smell so good. This is giving me nostalgia, Eijirou exclaimed. They do smell good. I can't wait to eat them, you said, also ready to eat the cakes. Now we need them to cool off for a few minutes, Kirishima said to you. You two let the cake cool off for a few minutes, and after the cake cooled, you and Kiri took the cake pans out and took out the cake. Okay, so now we need to make the cream cheese frosting, Eijirou said to you. Oh, I know how to make that. We need cream cheese and vanilla extract and sugar, he said, taking out the ingredients. Can I make it? Eijirou asked. Sure, you agreed. Eijirou made the frosting and tasted some of it. It's so good, he said with a happy smile. Let's get a Ziploc bag and pipe it in. You took out a spatula and scooped it in the bag and cut the tip. You two piped it on the cakes and stacked them together, and then you put frosting on the sides of the cake. Now that the frosting is on, you want to decorate it? It looks kind of plain, Kiri said, thinking. Oh, well, since it's December, you want to make it look Christmas themed? You suggested. Momo brought some gingerbread man cookies from Denmark. We can use those, you said to Kiri. All right, let's use those, he said enthusiastically. You two decorated the cake with Christmas-themed items like gingerbread and frosted Christmas trees and powdered sugar. Damn, it looks pretty good, Kiri said, admiring the cake. It does. I kind of want to eat it now, he said, ready to eat it. Okay, I'm going to go get a knife. We can cut it together, he said, going to go to get a knife. Kiri returned with the knife. You two both cut the cake together. Maybe this could be practice for our wedding, Pebble, he said, blushing and smiling at you. I guess this is what it would feel like if we cut our wedding cake, you said, smiling at him. Do you want to share a slice with me, love? Kiri asked with a slight smile. Sure, you said happily. You both put a slice of cake on a plate and got 2 forks. It looks so good, you both said in unison. You both giggled. Kirishima sat you on his lap and kissed you. You both fed each other a slice of cake, giggling in between bites. So how's the Kirishima family recipe, babe? He said, feeding you the cake. So delicious. Just the best red velvet cake ever, you said, praising the cake. It gives me so much nostalgia, Kiri said while eating and reminiscing. I love you, sweetie, and I love spending time with you, babe, he said, hugging Kirishima's neck. Aw, baby shark, I love you too, and I can't wait to marry you soon, he said, laying his head on your shoulder. Me too, sweetie, I can't wait for our wedding day, you said, caressing his cheeks. You two kissed each other and ate the rest of the cake. I hope you guys enjoyed this Fiancé Eijirou Kirishima X listener and baking with your fiancé. Like I said, this is not technically a 2-parter or like a part 2 to my last video, but I guess it's part of the same storyline. So, like, just throwing that out there. I will make other audios like this, and where Kiri is your fiance and up until the wedding and everything. And if you like these kinds of audios, let me know in the comments below, and don't be shy to tell me what you want next. And make sure you like and subscribe and share with other people. I want more promotion for my channel. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and this is Nachon signing off. Bye!